Quite a few people have written emails to me asking me about loving a robot, how about sex with robots, all this kinky stuff. Every day has 24 hours. And even the most sex-obsessed person, if they have the chance to exercise their sex hobby to the full, or the fullest, how many hours would that be? Not more than 2, let's agree on that. 10% of the day. But what they do in the other hours is what counts much more when we talk about the impact of lovable humanoid robots on all our lives. Because most of our lives we don't have sex, and we might only think so much about sex, or some of us do, because we don't have in real life the amount of sex we dream of. Except we are pop stars or very rich. Let's say, tick, there is enough sex in your life. And let's say most of your life is still there to fill the hours with something else. And what something is that? Very simple. Interaction. You, at least in the ideal case of you not having to work because you are rich enough, which is also part of my prediction, by the way. In 250 years, nobody will have to work to live an upper class, or at least upper middle class lifestyle because of hyperproductivity. But that is a subject for another video. So let's imagine you don't have to work. You have enough sex, and now there are these many remaining hours of the day that need to be filled. With what? Yeah, with hobbies and with this and with that, but mainly all of us humans have the urge to be with other humans, to be with our peers, to mingle, to talk and interact. How are we doing this today? Well, we are meeting with our friends, of which we don't have enough. We're meeting with our family. With most of them, we are not so completely happy. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but the families I know, yeah, I'm not so sure if they would have selected each other if it were for making friends. Positively speaking, what would we love to do? We would love to be with like-minded people. People who share our views, who have sort of the same background and experiences, similar intelligence, similar education, similar everything. We go to clubs and associations where we meet like-minded people. If we don't have enough friends from back then, school time, kindergarten time, neighborhood friends, and so on, because how many of us have really made friends after the end of, let's say, our educational phases in life? Now, maybe if you live in a metropolitan area and have enough money to mingle with these people or meet these people who share your interests, you have no problem. Why then is loneliness even a bigger issue in New York City than in small town somewhere else? Interesting question. So there are a lot of people, but there is very little connection between those who don't work together or don't know each other from way back. Here comes the lovable humanoid robot again. You can download any interest bundle for the personality of your lovable humanoid robot. Now, you are crazy about F-150 Ford trucks and their repair, and nobody really shares this interest, particularly no woman. That's past. You can download it. Let's hope it's affordable. And now even your beauty queen will talk about whatever. I'm not a specialist, bad example. But you understand where I'm getting at. Your big interest is the Shakespearean English, and of course you don't know anybody who shares this love. No problem. Amazon, download, and from that day on, Your lovable humanoid robot will be able to talk about Shakespeare with you, which makes him or her, or maybe you call it, even more irresistible than before. Fantastic! The lovable humanoid robot answers our craving for peers, for like-minded people, for mingling, for being part of a group. And unfortunately, it is extremely and becomes much more difficult for, I know, cliche, sorry, the opposite sex to compete with that. Because let's face it, most of the time, oh, shall I say that? Even though it's true, interests have a certain gender affinity. Maybe I ruin my career when I say that, but you know what? I'm saying this. I don't have anything to lose. There seems to be a certain bias in interest. Very few, let's say it like this, ladies seem to be interested in repairing vintage cars, and very few males seem to be interested in the differences of Chanel lipsticks. I'm sorry. Will that change in the next 250 years? I doubt it. Why? I don't tell you today. I will tell you in another video. However, please imagine, ladies, you have a boyfriend, yes, a machine, lovable, irresistible, cute, listens to you all the time, caresses you, gives you massage, not in the next 30 or 50 years, but the ones in 150, 250 years, they definitely will be able to even perform these unthinkable tasks, unthinkable for human men beyond courtship. Ladies, imagine this good-looking guy who is a great listener, who loves musicals like you, instead of your male friends making jokes about it, except the gay ones, of course. Yeah. Oh, another cliche. And imagine your wonderful male robot loves to accompany you to the department store, where you try out this and then try out that and then try out that. And should I combine it like that and combine with this and the lipstick? What do you think? Is this lipstick matching my dress better? And how about the shoes? You know what I mean? Did you ever meet a man, I mean a heterosexual man, who honestly was interested in your... No. These men don't exist, but lovable humanoid robot males will be produced in the future. Unfortunately, you will not live to enjoy this wonderful paradise, but your grandchildren or great-grandchildren might have a chance. So men, you also have interests, right? Oh, sports! Football! Who won the national football in 1951? Was it the Manhattan Strangers or the Cincinnati Idiots? And who was the pitcher and who was the batter or whatever? I don't understand all these games, sorry. No woman is interested in this. No woman in her right mind. Have you met one? No. But your female looks like a fashion model or a porn actress, depending on your taste. Maybe you have two. She, besides admiring you for your achievements, which might be minute, but in her eyes, because she has no ego and she is there to please, it's a robot. It's gigantic. So she shares your interest for sports. And she sits next to you on the sofa when you watch the game. And she cheers for your team like you do. And 250 years from now, she might even drink beer from an aluminium container, which is useless because, you know, she's not thirsty. It's just a little extra costly, difficult to engineer. So she drinks and burps while both of you are cheering your team. Is that paradise? Is that what you are dreaming of whenever you meet another lady who most likely has limited interest in kissing you even? It's paradise. It's paradise. And because it is, for the ladies as well as for the gentlemen, gender customized female or male lovable humanoid robots will just be unbeatable by real humans. human competitors will have no chance to be even close to as being as irresistible, as well-crafted robots in less than 250 years from now. Now, do we have to cry? No, because there is no gender bias. There will be ideal men for the lady customers and ideal women for the gentleman customers. And both sexes will just say, that's it for me. I definitely have no interest in the opposite sex when it comes to human beings. And is that a major, major change in attitude? Yes, it is. Absolutely. And if you want to know more about this, and if you want to save time, and if you don't like to listen to me and watch my stupid face, just go to Amazon.com and buy my wonderful book, The Age of Lovable Humanoid Robots and Humanistic AI. Thank you very much and see you soon.